The interrogation chamber aboard the Zephyrian dreadnought Void's Embrace hummed with the low thrum of energy dampeners. Commander Vexthul clicked his mandibles in satisfaction as he studied the silent figure strapped to the neural interface chair. The human, designation Earth Prime 7429, had been captured during the failed defense of the Kepler station 3 cycles ago. Since then, he had spoken exactly 0 words. Still nothing? Vexthul's Lieutenant Karos hissed through his breathing apparatus. Perhaps the specimen is defective. Humans are supposed to break within the first interrogation cycle. The commander's 4 eyes narrowed as he observed their prisoner. The human sat motionless, brown eyes staring straight ahead, neither flinching at the neural probes nor responding to the pain inducers. His breathing remained steady, heartbeat constant according to the biomonitors. Most peculiar. Increase the neural pressure to 70%, Vexthul ordered. The technician's claws danced across the control surface. Energy crackled around the human's skull, designed to overwhelm the primitive neural pathways that made lesser species surrender their secrets. The prisoner's jaw tightened almost imperceptibly, the first reaction they had observed. But still, no words came. Fascinating, Vexthul mused, circling the chair. Your species has a reputation for being vocal. Emotional outbursts, desperate pleas, empty threats. Yet you sit there like a statue of your ancient gods. The human's eyes tracked the commander's movement but offered no response. Perhaps you don't understand the situation, Karos suggested, stepping closer with his plasma cutter ignited. Your pathetic fleet is destroyed. Your colonies burn. Your homeworld will fall within a standard rotation. There is no rescue coming. Still nothing. What the Zephyrians couldn't know, what their primitive understanding of human psychology prevented them from grasping, was that Lieutenant Commander Sarah Chen wasn't paralyzed by fear or broken by torture. Her mind was doing what human minds did best when backed into a corner. It was working. Behind her steady gaze, Chen's enhanced neural implants were cataloging every detail. The guard rotation patterns she'd memorized during transport, the subtle fluctuations in the ship's artificial gravity that indicated engine cycles, the way Vexthul favored his left side, likely an old injury, the fact that Karos kept his plasma cutter on the lowest setting, suggesting either overconfidence or energy conservation protocols. Most importantly, she had identified the fundamental flaw in Zephyrian ship design that her people had theorized but never confirmed. Their neural dampening technology created a feedback loop through their own communication systems. They had built their greatest weakness right into their most powerful weapon. Chen had been calculating for 73 hours, 18 minutes and 42 seconds. The calculations were almost complete. Increase to maximum neural pressure, Vexthul commanded, his patience finally wearing thin. If this creature won't talk, we'll simply extract what we need directly from its brain matter. The neural interface whined as power levels peaked. Chen felt the electric fire racing through her nervous system, but she had trained for this. Years of exposure to neural enhancement procedures had given her a tolerance that no alien torture device could overcome. More importantly, the feedback from their own dampening field was now strong enough. Her enhanced implants, carefully shielded and disguised as human neural tissue, finally had the access they needed. Chen's lips curved into the slightest smile. "Commander," the technician called out, confusion evident in his voice. "The neural interface is experiencing some kind of feedback surge." Vexthul spun around to see the display screens flickering.
What's happening?
"Unknown, sir. The dampening field is creating resonance patterns we've never seen before. It's almost like the lights went out." Emergency power kicked in 3 seconds later, bathing the chamber in red light. But 3 seconds was all Chen needed. Her implants had interfaced with the ship's communication array through the neural dampening feedback loop, uploading a virus that would have made Earth's greatest hackers weep with joy. "Hello, boys," Chen said, speaking her first words in 3 days as the restraints on her chair clicked open. "Miss me?" Alarms blared throughout the ship. Vexthul lunged for his weapon, but Chen was already moving. The Zephyrian strength advantage meant nothing when their target could predict their moves through their own compromised systems. She ducked under his swing, grabbed Karos's plasma cutter and adjusted it to maximum setting in one fluid motion. "You see?" Chen continued conversationally as she efficiently disabled the guards. "You made one critical error in your assessment of human behavior. You assumed silence meant fear. But sometimes, silence just means we're thinking. The ship shuddered as its automated systems began following new commands. Commands that would turn the Void's embrace into a weapon against its own fleet. The neural dampening technology you're so proud of? It creates a quantum entanglement effect with your communication arrays. We theorized it was possible, but we needed someone inside to confirm it. Chen smiled as she worked at a control panel, her fingers flying across alien interfaces that her hijacked systems translated in real time. Congratulations, Commander. You just gave humanity the keys to your entire fleet. Through the reinforced viewport, Chen could see other Zephyrian ships beginning to drift, their automated systems compromised. Some were already firing on each other as the virus spread through their communication networks. Vexithul, clutching his wounded side, stared at her in horror. This is impossible. No single creature could. You're right, Chen interrupted, checking her work on the control panel. No single human could do this alone. But I'm not alone, am I? I carry the knowledge, the technology, the hopes, and the fury of 8 billion humans who won't bow to anyone. She turned to face the commander, her eyes now reflecting the red emergency lighting like a predator's. You wanted to know what humans do when we're truly afraid? We don't cower. We don't beg. We calculate exactly how to turn our fear into your nightmare. The ship's main engines began powering up, setting course for the Zephyrian home fleet. Around them, the lights of dying alien ships painted the void in brilliant colors. Sweet dreams, Commander, Chen said as the last of her implant's programs completed their work. Class is over. The human had been silent for 3 days, but in that silence she had ended a war.